In the icy expanse of the Arctic, where the stark beauty of the landscape meets the harsh realities of survival, a polar bear lumbers through the snow, its majestic white fur contrasting sharply with a gruesome sight that would horrify even the most seasoned wildlife enthusiast. This bear, a symbol of strength and resilience, carries with it a horrific barnacle wound, a grotesque testament to nature's unforgiving hand. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is drawn into the unsettling world of barnacle infestation, a phenomenon that transforms the noble creature into a living canvas of suffering. The barnacles, small crustaceans that cling with relentless tenacity, have found their home on the bear's skin, embedding themselves into the flesh, causing both physical pain and an unsightly appearance. These tiny invaders, often mistaken for mere blemishes, can grow into large clusters, creating a grotesque landscape of white and yellow on the bear's body, resembling a twisted coral reef. The barnacle infestation occurs when these creatures latch onto the bear's skin, often in areas where the fur is sparse or worn down. With their hard outer shells and sharp edges, they can cause deep, festering wounds, leading to infections that can compromise the bear's health. This is not just a cosmetic issue, it is a battle for survival. The bear, once a powerful predator, now struggles to maintain its strength and agility as it navigates the icy terrain, each step a reminder of its plight. The barnacles thrive in the cold waters of the Arctic, where they reproduce rapidly, taking advantage of the bear's vulnerability. As they multiply, the bear becomes a host, a living habitat for these parasites, showcasing the dark side of nature's balance, where one creature's struggle for life can become another's opportunity for survival. Yet, this chilling scenario serves as a stark reminder of the intricate. In the heart of the African savanna, a cheetah prowls, its lithe body a marvel of evolution, built for speed and agility. But as we zoom in closer, we reveal a dark secret lurking beneath its sleek fur, a horrific barnacle wound, a grotesque sight that evokes both horror and fascination. This cheetah, once the epitome of grace, now bears the weight of a parasite that has taken hold in a most unusual and disturbing manner. Imagine, if you will, the cheetah's skin, once smooth and flawless, now marred by a cluster of barnacles. Those marine creatures typically found clinging to rocks and ships. How did these crustaceans come to infest such a majestic land predator? The answer lies in the complex interplay of nature and environment. Barnacles, in their quest for survival, can attach themselves to any suitable surface, including the skin of unsuspecting animals. In this case, perhaps a moment of weakness, a scrape or cut, allowed these relentless invaders to latch on, burrowing into the flesh, feeding on the host's nutrients, and creating an unsightly, festering wound. The cheetah, once a symbol of beauty, now suffers a fate that is both tragic and grotesque. As we delve deeper into the biology of barnacle infestation, we uncover the chilling reality of their life cycle. These creatures, encased in hard shells, thrive in environments where they can anchor themselves securely. Their presence on a cheetah is a testament to the harshness of nature, a reminder that survival often comes at a price. The cheetah, unable to groom itself effectively in these areas, becomes a host, a living buffet for these parasites. The barnacles, oblivious to the suffering they cause, continue to grow, their numbers swelling, further complicating the cheetah's plight. This symbiotic relationship, if it can even be called that, is a dark twist of fate. One creature thrives at the expense of another. In the grand tapestry of life, this gruesome scenario serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of existence. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable truth about our impact on the world around us. Human activity, with its relentless encroachment on natural habitats, has altered ecosystems, creating conditions ripe for such infestations. As we ponder the fate of this cheetah, we must ask ourselves, are we not, in our own way, similar to barnacles, clinging to the resources of our planet, often at the expense of other species? Perhaps we should take a moment to reflect on our role in this intricate web of life. After all, if a cheetah can become a canvas for barnacles, what does that say about our own relationship with the environment? It seems that in the wild, as in life, we must all grapple with the consequences of our existence. And sometimes, it's a little too sticky for comfort. In the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a scene unfolds that is both captivating and grotesque. A horse, majestic in its stature, stands frozen in time, its coat glistening under the sun. But upon closer inspection, a horrific sight emerges, a gaping wound, a festering hive of bees embedded in its flesh. This is not merely a wound. It is a testament to nature's darker side, a chilling reminder of the intricate and often brutal relationships that exist in the animal kingdom. The bees, once symbols of industriousness and harmony, have turned into harbingers of suffering. Their stings a painful reminder of their relentless pursuit of survival. As we delve deeper into this unsettling scenario, we must confront the reality of bee infestations in horses. The horse, a in the icy expanse of the Arctic, where the sun barely pierces the perpetual twilight, a solitary figure lumbers across the frozen landscape. This is not just any polar bear. This is a creature marked by a grotesque affliction that tells a chilling tale of survival and suffering. As we draw closer, the sight is both captivating and horrifying, a barnacle wound, a grotesque testament to nature's harsh realities. The bear's once pristine white fur is marred by a cluster of barnacles, their hard, calcified shells jutting out like jagged teeth from a gaping wound. This is not merely a cosmetic blemish. It is a painful reminder of the relentless struggle for existence in a world that is becoming increasingly inhospitable. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous crustaceans, are often associated with the gentle lapping of waves against a boat hull or the quiet decay of a forgotten pier. However, when they invade the body of a polar bear, they transform into a sinister parasite. These creatures, which typically cling to rocks and ships, have found a new host in the polar bear, exploiting its thick skin and blubber as a breeding ground. The barnacles latch on, burrowing into the flesh, creating a festering wound that can lead to severe infections and debilitating pain. Once a majestic symbol of the Arctic, now bears the scars of this infestation, a living canvas of nature's brutality. As we observe this unfortunate bear, we must confront the unsettling reality of barnacle infestation. These crustaceans are not merely hitchhikers. They are opportunistic invaders that thrive on the misfortunes of others. The barnacle's life cycle begins with a free-swimming larval stage, which, upon finding a suitable surface, metamorphoses into a sessile lieutenant. In the case of our polar bear, the barnacles have found a warm, moist environment in which to thrive, feeding off the bear's nutrients and weakening its already fragile state. The bear's immune system, overwhelmed by the sheer number of invaders, struggles to fend off the infection, leading to a slow and agonizing decline. The wound itself is a grotesque sight. The barnacles, with their hard shell-like exteriors, create a barrier that prevents the bear's natural healing processes. The surrounding skin becomes inflamed, a vivid red that contrasts sharply with the bear's white fur. Pus oozes from the wound, a foul-smelling mixture of infection and decay. Each movement the bear makes sends waves of pain coursing through its body, a constant reminder of its plight. The once proud predator, a master of its icy domain, is now reduced to a pitiful figure, struggling against the very forces of nature that once made it a formidable hunter. But what does this tell us about the relationship between humans, animals, and nature? The barnacle infestation is not merely a story of a single bear's suffering. It is a reflection of the broader ecological crisis that we face today. As climate change alters the delicate balance in the quiet shadows of a dense forest, a haunting sight emerges. A deer, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now bears the grotesque burden of a barnacle infestation. Its skin, marred by a grotesque array of barnacles, resembles a nightmarish landscape of marine life clinging desperately to its body. Each barnacle, an uninvited guest, has anchored itself to the deer's flesh, creating a horrific tableau that elicits both fascination and revulsion. How did this majestic creature, a denizen of the woods, fall victim to such a bizarre affliction? The answer lies in the intricate and often disturbing interplay between nature and the animal kingdom. Barnacles, typically associated with the hard surfaces of ships or rocky shorelines, can also find their way onto unsuspecting land animals. These crustaceans possess a remarkable ability to latch onto any surface they encounter, including the skin of a deer. The process begins innocently enough. A few barnacle larvae, carried by the wind or water, find their way to the deer's moist skin. Once they settle, they secrete a powerful adhesive that makes removal nearly impossible. As they grow, these barnacles form hard, calcareous shells, leading to painful wounds that can become infected and necrotic. The deer, in its struggle to survive, may inadvertently exacerbate the situation by scratching or rubbing against trees, further embedding the barnacles into its flesh. As we delve deeper into this grotesque phenomenon, we uncover the ethical implications of such infestations. The barnacle's existence is a testament to the relentless cycle of life and death, where survival often comes at a cost. The deer, in its vulnerability, reflects the fragility of all creatures in the wild. It begs the question, how often do we, as humans, overlook the delicate balance of nature? Our actions, whether through pollution or habitat destruction, can lead to unforeseen consequences, leaving innocent animals to bear the brunt of our negligence. The barnacle, with its tenacity, serves as a dark reminder of nature's resilience, yet also of its vulnerability. Perhaps, the next time we marvel at the beauty of the natural world, we should also reflect on the hidden horrors that lurk beneath its surface. After all, even the most majestic creatures can become the unwitting hosts